Good late Saturday evening. I'm certified meteorologist Nick Kelly on this March 31st of 2018. Despite some early morning rain scattered about, we had a mostly cloudy day, but a quiet day overall. Not to mention it was nice, too, with temperatures back above normal for a nice change of pace around here. That's actually going to help us out as we turn colder tomorrow and see another wave that could give us rain, freezing rain, and sleet chances for your Easter Sunday. In about the 10 years that I've been in the business, I don't think I've ever said that in the forecasting freezing rain, sleet, or any sort of wintry weather for Easter Sunday, but that's the hand we're dealt with. Let's just get right to the details, starting with how we've been throughout the course of the day. Again, after the little bout of morning showers, we had mostly cloudy skies through the day, but a quiet day overall. It's not until we got into this evening that we saw some scattered rain and even a few thunderstorms develop, mainly along the Missouri-Arkansas line and south of Grand Lake. They're not really doing a good job of holding themselves together at 10:34 with this latest look at the radar network. In general, if anything tries to hold together, they're going to continue to sink south and east. So everybody's looking pretty quiet for the overnight. It's going to get a little bit active again going into your Easter Sunday. 7th and range line not looking bad from the east side of Joplin. At times you'll see the camera shake around because of that north breeze. That has certainly picked up. Before that north breeze kicked in, though, it was nice to see the thermometer rise today from 45 this morning at the Joplin Regional Airport to 69 this afternoon. Both numbers back above average, or what's considered average for this time of the year. No rain today. I have a feeling the rain bucket will get its work cut out for it as we go into tomorrow, and certainly with more rain chances to come over the course of the week ahead. Let us look at the numbers. At 10:35 on the Saturday night had Joplin sitting at 48 with a feeling like 42, thanks to a north breeze sustained at 15, but gusts pushing 30 miles per hour. That's going to allow temperatures to really turn cold by the time we go into Easter Sunday morning. Humidity sitting at 63%, but look at the highs this afternoon. Across the area, middle to upper 60s, in some spots near 70, especially the farther west you go from Joplin, out in southeast Kansas and northeast Oklahoma. This is going to help us out because that means soil temperatures, pavement temperatures, are on the warm side of things, relatively speaking. So even though we're set to drop and be stuck in the 30s for your Easter Sunday, that's going to result in more wet roads than slippery roads. We'll still break down what to expect for your Easter Sunday, but ever since we hit our afternoon highs, you can tell what the north breeze did. It really is filtering that colder air in here. We have 45 in Nevada, a few lower 40s around Chanute, Fredonia, northwestward from there. 51 in Wells, 56 in Grove, just before we hit 1040. But no matter how you slice it and dice it, that north breeze will continue to draw in the colder air going into your Sunday morning. But at the very least, we'll keep things quiet overnight. But let's break down the setup. We start with the surface map showing the cold front has pushed off to just our south and east. We're continuing to see some rain and even some thunderstorms, mainly along and ahead of the front. We're on the back side of the front now, and that means we have seen that northerly breeze kick in. It was a northwest breeze to start, but it's now more north and eventually out of the northeast as we go into your Easter Sunday. As for what will bring our chances for rain, freezing rain, and sleet, we have to go upstairs, the middle levels of the atmosphere, and look off to the west of the Rocky Mountain Range, around Nevada, Utah, and Idaho. You see this dip in the jet stream. That is where our next upper level wave is. This system, centered right where the low pressure mark is, that's, even though it's a good distance away, it's wasting no time riding along the flow of the jets. So that will be in here tomorrow. That is what will provide enough lift to get some light rain, maybe some light sleet and light freezing rain into the mix as we go into your Easter Sunday. So here's how we look for the rest of the night. Those few showers that are along and south of 44, mainly south of the Missouri-Arkansas line, really, and south of Grand Lake, they'll either peter out or they will continue to slowly and surely move south and east. Most of us will be quiet tonight, and maybe some breaks in the clouds, but everybody's going to start mostly cloudy in the morning, and temperatures right around the mid-30s for much of the area. We will continue to hold in the mid-30s throughout the late morning and going into the afternoon. That may allow for some light rain to start, or at least scattered showers, liquid showers around, but as soon as we start floating with the freezing mark, if not maybe a little bit below that in some spots going into the afternoon, that's what's going to allow that transition from rain to a mix of rain, freezing rain, and sleet. Again, we can note the color coding on everything here. we're looking at really light stuff. We're not looking at heavy sleet, heavy freezing rain, or heavy rain, but scattered showers will be out there, mixing in with some scattered light sleet and light freezing rain. You notice how temperatures don't really go anywhere throughout the course of the day. So in general, we start in the mid-30s in the morning. Then as we go into the afternoon, we're going to slowly see the thermometer drop back out of the mid-30s and flirting with that freezing mark overall. But even if you don't see a lot in the way of rain, freezing rain, or sleet tomorrow, just with the clouds around it, that northeast breeze at 10 to 20 and gusts near 30, it's not going to feel nice. It's going to have the wind chills making it feel like we're either near 20 or into the mid-20s throughout the course of not only the morning, but going throughout much of your Easter Sunday. As we venture into Sunday evening, Sunday night, we'll still hold on to some scattered light rain, freezing rain, and sleet chances as temperatures hover right around 30, but we'll have temperatures right around 30 by midnight going into Monday, and then temperatures will waste no time warming up as we see any rain chances or thunderstorm chances stick around as we go into Monday and even Tuesday. So let's break down what to expect for your Easter Sunday. I did my best to lay out who I think will have the best shot of rain and some wintry mix going across the area. If you're mainly riding right along US 400 on the Kansas side, then south of Parsons, south of Columbus, south of 44, as you venture into northeast Oklahoma and Missouri, it's mostly looking like rain for you. And if we see any bit of freezing rain or sleet try to mix in, it's going to be less than 1/10 of an inch. And anything that accumulates based on how warm we were today, we're not going to see a whole lot of slick roads, but maybe some elevated surfaces like some bridges, maybe some overpasses, tree limbs, even maybe the grassy surfaces too. They could see a little bit of frozen accumulation. And that's the same no matter how much you see throughout the course of the area. It's going to be any frozen accumulation on the elevated surfaces primarily. Mostly this should just result in wet roads, maybe a few slick spots, so that's something to at least keep in mind. But then, as you venture from the Neodesha, Parsons, Columbus, Joplin, north of 44, that's where we have a better shot of seeing a mix of rain, sleet, and freezing rain that could result in about 1/10 of an inch of ice. And then once you go north of Fort Scott and Nevada, that's where we could see some spots go 1/10 to maybe 2/10 of an inch again, mainly on the grassy and elevated surfaces. And if it gets cold enough going into late Sunday night and Monday morning, we could see a little bit of snow that, at the worst case scenario, could be up to about 1/4 of an inch. Whatever falls going through your Easter Sunday won't last long as we go right back into the 50s, if not upper 50s for your Monday. We'll watch for some rain and thunderstorms as well. 65 early highs on Tuesday, then temperatures will drop behind another passing front. We drop to 26 Wednesday morning, 49 Wednesday with mostly sunny skies, 61 on Thursday. And so far, we're looking at some more rain chances going into your Friday and even Saturday morning as we head into next weekend. Have a good night. Let's be careful on the roads and have a safe and happy Easter Sunday.